Who said I was done for tonight, frankly? While I'm on the subject of family, want to say we never worship the same God. It's like you're the reason I became atheist. Like, if I were to be absolutely honest with you, my aunt or her idiot grandson, one of the two of them decided that the reason I am atheist is because I blame God for my mother's passing. It's like, are you stupid or do you think that I am stupid? It's like, oh, you think that I am stupid and that's why you keep doing what you're doing. So, by that measure, you also think God is stupid. It's like, okay, do you want to live in a world made by a stupid God? No. Then your God has to be smarter than you, right? It's like, no, not for them. Because I don't know what God is to them. I know it's not the same thing. Not one of them worship the same God. At the end of the day, one worships the mother. Actually, a lot of them worship coin. Ugh. Too many people worship coin. Coin is proof of your perfection. If you have it, that means you are superior. Like, really? Coin and blood are forever at war because some people want to be better because they know someone and others want to be better because what? They have money? Yes, that's it. They worship coin. But otherwise, no, these people do not worship the right gods, the same gods. And because they don't worship God in the right way, their gods in the right way, they don't know how to find their way to heaven, frankly. And because they don't know how to find their way to heaven, they can't tell me, a person who has always known my God, how to get there. So it goes, when my mother passes, they say to me two things before they ultimately give up. The first is that God took her away because she's tired. No. They would tell me that later. It was like, she's up there waiting for us. Or for you, whatever. And then when that wasn't enough, they tried, well, he took her away because she was tired. And the moment they got to that point was the moment they lost me. Because I believed a God would be smarter than that. Now, therein lies the problem. They are worshiping someone's story of a God. Just like they're worshiping someone's story of a devil. But they've never set out to meet a God themselves. And that's ultimately where a lot of the problems come in. Flashback. Well, that's not flashback quite yet. That's a few thousand years, and a lot of people aren't ready for that trip. Well, let's hang around in the present for just a little moment longer. They say to me, God took her away because she was tired. And it just doesn't sound right to me whatsoever. It's like, my understanding of God is that when he sees somebody is tired, he allows them a chance to take a breath. The end of a life is not the chance to take a breath. unless you believe in reincarnation. And I'm pretty sure they don't because they're afraid that they're going to be stuck on Earth. And like, yeah, you will be. To be absolutely honest, you're worshiping the wrong God. You're not getting to heaven either. What you think is heaven is so far beyond your comprehension that all you can imagine is clouds and pearly gates. Not even I have comprehended heaven. But it may well be that I don't want it. No, that would be boring. And that goes back to the fact that you and I don't worship the same God. Because for you, it's like everything you're living is lived until you get into heaven. And as life has gone on, you have told yourself the lie you needed to tell yourself to ignore the fact that you're not making spiritual leaps. You want to say to me, you're getting into heaven because you can say at the end of your days that you're sorry for all you've done and your God will just forgive you. And why do you think that? Because somebody mistold you the story of the cross and you think that that is forgiveness when it's more a life sentence. uh, we don't worship the same God. We never really did. We never really could. Because you're worshiping the God of those bound in chains. And I am worshiping the one that tells you to cross the field. Go to distant lands. Conquer sky, conquer sea, conquer stars. Keep searching into the infinite cosmos until you find me. My God is a God of an old hunt. An old hunt. Finding out what's at the beginning and what comes after. Mine doesn't tell me that Earth is a reward. It says that Earth is probably not step one, but step one of many, or one step of many, one more step of many. Mm. We aren't aimed at the same place. We're not going to the same place. You want to reach heaven because you want to find a place where you no longer have to do the spiritual work you need to do. I want to find nirvana so that I may see the universe from a different lens. You want to be worshipped and served as if you're a king, a despot at that. I want to see what the world looks like from a different vantage. You want to find a place where you can stay still. I want to keep growing. And that's always going to be the difference. Oh, that was the very first difference. When you would say, what was that line again? God took her away because she was tired. I think it makes sense to y'all because you see that as a chance to be done. I think, you're going to do something in life, and in the next one, you're going to start with the same amount you had before. You think you can take it with you. Well, again, you worship coin, so of course you do. So many of you worship coin. I tire of coin. I tire of each building being a temple to coin. Coin of all things. Ugh. But nevertheless, this continuum that you desire made so much of that make sense to you. Whereas even before I had the language for gods, I was seeing it a different way. As if I've already been through that lesson. And all I'm hearing is you all using the same ones. I'll let you go. Well, I would like to. Part of me would actually like to stop and see what'll happen when you do reach your pearly gates. Because I've studied your text and it's like, your God is not the God written here. In fact, your God was very clear that only certain people will follow him to the promised land. Y'all really don't get what it means when he says the meek will inherit the earth. Do you really think you're meek? You who would never let them do that to you. No matter what, Batman couldn't get that out of me. You think you're meek. That doesn't sound criminal to you. I don't get it. But of course I don't. We don't worship the same God. Coin. That's the only one I know you all share for certain. And Coin is a lying bastard. He's always going to raise the price because then you need more. And you don't get it. I can't imagine getting it like you do. I guess that's sort of the point of it all, isn't it? We don't worship the same God. And I think in 1,000 lifetimes we never really will. Because, well, you think you can take it all with you. And I want to say I'm done with this for good. That old hunt I was talking about, the beginning and the end, that's the one I'm following. That is the story of my God. And by the time I reach it, will be satisfying in one form or another. I suppose then we could also end this other episode of the Spoke Lord Nashu on believing in a different God than your family.